Mrs. Vago? Hello, I hope that I haven't. I'm calling from London. I'm a friend of Mrs. Klein's. I'm. No, I know she's not. She asked me to ring and to tell you that she's very sorry, but she won't be coming. Physically well, but yes, she's very distressed. I will. Mrs. Vago, there was something that I wanted to. Yes, a family friend. Berlin. It is, yes, Mrs. Vago. There's a very important question I must ask you. It's about Hans. I know she did. I think you know. I think you know that there's something which you haven't told us, and I think you ought to. She's upset already. I knew it. Yes, I see. And tell me about the wallet. And? No, she won't. She'll be relieved. You see, she thought that he'd. No, it doesn't matter. Very expensive, yes. I'm sure she will. Perhaps later today. She's sleeping now. God bless you too. Goodbye. What time is it?
It's not even 11 o'clock yet. Go back to sleep.
I can't.
Oh, well, then maybe it won't disturb you if I draw the curtains. In my garden, I have pigeons, blackbirds, finches, swifts, and robins. And sometimes I hear an owl. It's very reassuring for a London garden. So now you'll have some coffee?
Thank you.
Don't get up. I'm hunting down my criminality paper since I fear it's in the firing line. You naughty little fella, where are you gone to? Ah, here. There's something you could do if you could stay until 6 o'clock, supper time. It's Hans' service then. We could say a prayer in Hebrew. Do you remember any Hebrew?
No.
Likewise. Well, maybe we can drink a glass of sherry. Too bad. But before that, I have to do the difficult thing of calling Mrs. Vago, dear Jolyn, to tell her why I have been absent.
I've told her.
What?
I rang her up last night. You didn't hear me?
No, I didn't. But I'm wondering why you troubled yourself to
I did it for you.
call her.
I did it for you and Hans. I had to. Something didn't feel right. That letter about his Cossack costume, I recognized it. I have a mother and I write to her every week. She expects 3 pages, and so I'll send it to her, otherwise she thinks there's something wrong. But I can't exactly tell the truth about my life. It's too.
To what?
It's mine. And so I fill it up with trivia, just like he did. He was hiding something, so I moved the material around and I found a different interpretation. And I felt that snap, that yes. And so I called Mrs. Vago.
So I'm listening.
Hans had fallen in love.
In love?
The woman's older than he was.
How much older?
In her 30s. She's a singer. Jolyn likes her. She lives in Budapest. She's a husband there and children, 2, a boy and a girl.
Surprise me. And?
I understood it all. It's simple. Hans was meeting her at the station. They planned to spend the Easter holiday together. He was waiting on the platform and he saw the pastor. He felt nervous. So he lied. He said that he was going to Budapest to see Aunt Jolyn because he knew the pastor knew her. He asked him to forgive him. But he wasn't ashamed. He knew that what he was doing was right. The train came in. They took the bus. She put the tickets in her handbag. He didn't bring a book or climbing boots. Why should he? They had breakfast together and he left an enormous tip. He wanted to impress her.
And why the mountains?
They booked a room in the tourist hotel. He left his money there. She took it to Budapest and gave it back to Mrs. Vago. She said that she had gone for a walk. While she was getting dressed mid-afternoon, she waited, and then she went to find him, and that was the first that she knew. It seems that he tried to find a path that isn't there now, and the ground had fallen away. That's all. That's all.
What's interesting is that I feel intense resentment, not so much to you, you meant well. But this woman, who the hell was she? What's her name?
I don't know.
A singer,
Yes,
opera, cabaret,
Mrs. Vago didn't tell me.
and had they, yes, that afternoon. I cannot accept this. I cannot adjust to it. What are you trying to tell me, that he died by chance? He never mentioned her. Not once, not once. Who are her parents?
I didn't ask where she comes from, where they met. It's got nothing to do with. Don't you see? It's got nothing to do with you, you stupid bloody woman. He was free.
No, no. The facts remain. Oh God, I've lost him. Come. Real tears. Yes. So, my denial is greatly lessened. I'm starting to recover. I said the facts remain the same. Well, certain facts. My guilt remains, and my willingness to make amends. Somewhere there's my appointment book. Oh, yes, here. Now, this is what you want,
It is.
but you must be sure.
I'm sure.
Ah, the ceiling is lifting up. I feel opened easier. Tears, you know, are greatly equated with the excreta in the unconscious mind. Tears ease the mourner's tension and send bad objects right out into the outside world. You know my fees.
I do.
Because that's what's expected. You must decide to place value on my time and yours.
I'll manage.
Yes, well, I can offer you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Saturday at 11 a.m. Now, must I put it in my book? You tell me.
11 o'clock is fine. In fact, we're late.
I beg your pardon?
It's Saturday now. And look at the clock, we've lost 5 minutes.
Oh, my consulting room is locked, and there are the stairs.
Let's stay down here.
Oh, this has all been too much. I'm utterly exhausted. Not this morning, no.
Oh, please, Mrs. Klein.
I see. Very well, then. But Monday, we must be more formal. And not the coffee, please. Well, whenever you want.
I'm worried about the doorbell.
You're worried that if the doorbell rings, I'll abandon you?
I know that you won't. You told me yesterday that you said the world must wait. I know this isn't helpful, but I can't help thinking, as an analyst, you feel guilty about your children.
Mm-hmm.
You see the harm that you've done.
Go on.
You want to pay them reparation, but for one of them, it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
You want to pay Melita reparation. You're doing that now.
You were afraid I'd left you.
No, I felt content.
You felt perhaps you'd replaced Melita as my daughter.
I have.
Uh,
I feel
I'm listening.